It has been a hot minute since we've had a conversation, and I've been busy. So, I wanted to make up for lost time and talk about something I was involved with for 6 years. And it's sitting right here in front of you. Kind of cool. So, this box right here was 6 years of making something better and worthwhile for customers to invest their money into. A multi-million-dollar business to get involved with. And what this box here does is it takes and weighs tonnage or kilogram, tons, metric and American, whatever product across the conveyor belt. I got this one off of eBay, and it's a newer style, which got the tactile buttons. So I spent 6 years as just basically a worker at this place. I started out in shipping, and I was become the shipping and electronics helper. I was part time, and so there was like 13 people that worked there total. And so after many months of trying to get my foot into this place and become just a full time electronics guy, because I already had 10 years of electronics experience. Some of the stuff that I was finding wrong with this, and I was getting back and forth with engineering and all that, slowly made its way into the product and making it better. One of the biggest details into this, and it took many years, was this little ribbon cable right here. This little ribbon cable right here almost cost me my job, because I told them if they didn't change this ribbon cable right here, that I was quitting. And I was dead serious about it. I was quitting. I was planning on quitting the job. I'd already started looking for a different job because they did not at least acknowledge that this was an issue. And I am, if you're going to have failures, okay, that's fine. If you're okay with failures, that's your own thing. But if you keep having failures and you don't improve the product, then that's on you. And I have to constantly fix these failures because this ribbon cable here caused an Ethernet chip way up here, which is another design failure, to blow up. Constantly would blow up. And so, yeah, I told them, you either fix this or bye-bye. And we went through a test trial, and I even spit out the NASA facts and all that. It was not good enough for the engineers. They didn't want to believe me. And now they have to believe me because it's implemented to all their products. So yeah, that was credit for myself, solely, for getting this fixed. A lot of the stuff that I did for this company with an uphill battle, and it all has to do with engineering. And people that've been in the field for 20 years don't want to have to have the new guy, so to speak, and I've been in the field for 10 years, show him up. And I wasn't trying to show him up. I was trying to say, hey, there's something wrong with this. It's got stuff that need to fix. It keeps blowing up. So yeah, engineering and electronic technicians back in the day, I'm saying 60s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, maybe even into the 90s, they used to be hand in hand into making a product work. The engineer would come up, lay out the product designs, the technician would take in, build a circuit, fix whatever needed to be fixed, bring it back to the engineer. Engineer would do the schematic, board layout, do another run. A technician would check it. Then it'd be sent off for prototyping or production. That's not the case anymore. You have engineers that just go, good enough, mass produce it. Oh, we have failure. And then they scramble to fix something. not the way you need to do things in today's world, and especially when everything is throwaway technology. If you want a product that lasts a long time, it's not what you need to do. So I thought that would be kind of cool to show. I'm not slamming or anything. This company is a great place to work for. They're in business still, and they were been in business for almost nearly 30 years. They had other products that were older than this. So yeah, this was the Cadillac of the scale industry, and it's what it looked like. Before it was green, and now it's blue. But yeah, engineering. That's something I want to discuss more in this video. Let's take this guy for instance. This is a Stanley door control. And every Walmart in the United States has one of these. And many other places. Huge failure in the motor circuit. Lack of protection of the chip that takes and drives the motor circuit. And does the engineer talk to the technician? Not really. And I say that because evidence is based, since the yellow ones, they call them, what do they call that? The new ones that are the black covers are called a professional. So this was just a test trial. I forget what they actually called it. But anyway, so yeah, they won the contract with Walmart and installed this prototype basically in all the Walmarts. And all these, the motor circuits kept blowing up in them, in the prototype. And I mean, you can even reload the circuitry, the software for the chip if you knew how, which is not hard. You can just get a chip reader and do that. I'll talk about that in the future too. There's a lot of laws that you have to deal with that. You can't really sell the product, but you can take it, fix it, and then charge for the repair for that. But you can't sell the software for that because it's copyrighted and proprietary just for the thing itself. But anyway, talking about engineers and the lack of communication between engineers and technicians that need to improve in day-to-day activities in the future. Because if you don't, then you design something that's mass-produced like this, and it goes out in the real world, and Walmart, with thousands and thousands of people daily, it's just solely in one location, see this mass-produced product, and it's got Stanley and their name out there, and they say, it's Stanley, it's crap. So as it, more and more failures, you see, repetition, and you see familiar logo Stanley, and then your product, the value of your product just keeps going this way, right? Because everybody associates your product with failure, and now you become a cheap Chinese version of something that you didn't want to become because you didn't take and think something through and work with technicians. So if you're an engineer, design the circuitry, get with a technician that's been in the field and may not be even been in the field, give them the board, see what they can do to blow it up. You got to think outside the box, because if you don't think that it can't be blown up, I mean, it can be blown up. And the door control world, people are riding the doors. They press the little handicap button, and they're riding the doors. That was the college thing that people were doing. I forget what they call that too. But just when you think it all, somebody else has found something to mess up the circuitry. So, engineers, start shaking the hands of the technicians again, because they may benefit you in prolonging your career in the job that you have. Because if you don't, they're not trying to work you out of a job. They're trying to build a relationship to increase your job and theirs. in order to stay and maintain a business. And this coincides with we're talking about this company here. Not condemning them by any means. It's a great place to work for, great place, people to work with. And yeah, it's part of history. I'm glad I got to work on this. Got it off eBay. You can find almost anything on eBay. But some of the started doing here and there. Just getting medical equipment, just buying medical equipment. I'm just going to start doing reviews to show how to repair stuff. I still actively want to take and repair electronics. I love working with my hands and stuff. The medical field to me can almost be very boring because it's very, basic. Oh, this is a multimeter. Turn it on. Oh, it's got a reading. Cool. Turn it off. Let's do a safety check. Awesome. You don't get to do any functional, if there's something designed wrong with it, you can't change it. You can't fix it. You can't do anything. With something like this, you can do that. Or at least you get to try. It may be an uphill battle, but you can try. And I did. And successfully beat that battle with this one. Took a couple years. But it's only because I told him, hey, fix it or I'll quit. Don't be, hesitant to tell somebody. If you feel so strongly in yourself that you knew to do it right, get into that mindset that you can take and fix this. Make a prototype. Fix it. Show that it's working. Repeat the process of the ones that's not working. And then maybe you'll prolong the product to make it better for the company. And then you'll get more sales. And then more sales mean more income for the company, which might mean more money for you in the long run. You might get a raise. I did. That's funny. I did get a raise about that too. In 6 years of working there, I think I got $10 worth of raises because I fixed their stuff. Kind of unheard of in today's world. $10 worth of raises in 6 years. Mind-blowing. So yeah, keep trucking, guys. Keep doing your thing. I hope you enjoyed this little short video of what it is. I am planning on doing more future videos. I just need to get back into this routine of making videos. I've been very busy working on car amplifiers and trying to straighten up the house. And you can see behind me is all disorganized. There's a flat screen TV over there and I got it torn apart and it's been sitting there for months. I need to get that done. So yeah. In the future, it's going to be a little bit different. I'm trying to get stuff set up in the garage so I can do more videos, and we're going to go that route. Thanks for watching. Please just consider subscribing, and we'll see you next time.